Hello students, how are you? Let's start with our next chapter of the book Footprints Without Feet. And the name of the chapter is A Question of Trust. A Question of Trust is the story of a thief. And the question arises of trust, that whether one should trust the other one. You know the meaning of trust, Vishwas karna. So, look here, it is given. It is said that you must set a thief to catch a thief. But it is also said that there is honor among thieves. Which saying does this story illustrate? क्या मीनिंग है इसका कि दो कहावतें हैं. वन इज कि अगर आपको एक चोर को पकड़ना है तो आप इस काम के लिए दूसरे चोर को लगा दो एंड ही कैन सक्सेसफुली डू दिस वर्क. बट द अदर सेइंग इज दैट देयर इज ऑनर अमंग थीव्स, यानी चोरों में भी सम्मान होता है. यानी वो कहते हैं ना हिंदी में कि चोर चोर मोसेरे भाई, जो एक दूसरे के सीक्रेट्स को छुपा कर रखते हैं, बताते नहीं हैं. जैसे आप लोग करते हो, क्लास में एक बच्चे ने शरारत की, टीचर पूछता रहे कि किसने किया बता दो, तो कोई नहीं बताएगा. So the same is the thing among thieves, that they do not lose the trust of the other one. Okay, so let's start with the story. Everyone thought that Horace Denby was good, honest citizen. He was about 50 years old and unmarried, and he lived with a housekeeper who worried over his health. In fact, he was usually very well and happy except for attacks for hay fever in summer. He made logs and was successful enough at his business to have two helpers. Yes, Horace Denby was good and respectable, but not completely honest. Everyone thought that Horace Denby was good, honest citizen. It means the name of the person whose story it is Horace Denby. Everyone thought that he was a good man, he was an honest citizen. Now, his description, he was about 50 years old and unmarried. His age was 50 years and he was still unmarried, even being at the age of 50. So, because he was all alone, so a housekeeper lived along with him who worried over his health. Actually, he was very well fit and quite healthy and happy as well. But sometimes he had attacks of hay fever in summer. Hay fever is the you can say allergy type problem जिसमें छींक वगैरह आती हैं, that is the hay fever. He made logs and was successful enough at his business to have two helpers. It means, what was his profession? Professionally, he used to make logs, and his his business was so good that he had two helpers also along with him. Yes, Horace Denby was good and respectable, but not completely honest. Everyone thought that he was good and respectable, but the reality was that he was not completely honest. Now the question arises, why was he not completely honest? What did he do that he is said not to be completely honest? It will we get to know when we read the rest of the story. So let's go forward. 15 years ago, Horace had served his first and only sentence in a prison library. He loved rare, expensive books, so he robbed a safe every year. Each year, he planned carefully just what he would do, stole enough to last for 12 months, and secretly bought the books he loved through an agent. What? 15 years ago, that when the story is written, before that, 15 years ago, Horace means Horace Denby, he was working as an assistant in prison library. Why is prison library? It means he was sentenced prison. अब वो जेल में है तो he must have done something wrong. So what wrong did he do? He loved rare and expensive books. So he robbed a safe every year. क्यों कहा गया है कि that he was not completely honest? Because he robbed a safe every year. And what was the reason for his robbery? He loved rare and expensive books, and in order to buy those books, he robbed a safe every year. Safe means tijori. Each year, he planned carefully, just he would do, stole enough to last for 12 months, and secretly bought the books he loved through an agent. So, he planned very carefully and he thought to rob a safe in a year, and he robbed so much in one robbery that was enough for 12 months, that was enough for 1 year. And with that money, he bought the books, and he did not himself buy the books, but he bought the books through an agent, so that no one knew that he was buying the books, and it remained the secret that he was a robber as well. I hope the lesson is getting clear to you. Now, walking in the bright July sunshine, he felt sure that this year's robbery was going to be as successful as all others. For 2 weeks, he had been studying the house at Shotover Grange, looking at its rooms, its electric wiring, its paths, and its garden. This afternoon, the two servants who remained in the Grange while the family was in London had gone to the movies. Horace saw them go, and he felt happy in spite of a little tickle of hay fever in his nose. He came out from behind the garden wall, his tools carefully packed in a bag on his back. Now, walking in the bright July sunshine, it was the summer season, and that is why he was having the hay fever. But he thought that his robbery of this year will be as successful as his other robberies has been. So, for 2 weeks for this robbery, he had been studying the house at Shotover Grange. This is the name of the house, Shotover Grange. So, he was looking for to rob in the safe of this house, and for this robbery for 2 weeks he had been studying the house, and he was studying each and everything, even its rooms, its electric wirings, its paths, its gardens, even the servants, even the dog they had. He looked at each and everything. He knew he was getting each and everything of the house. So this day he got the chance, because he saw that the two servants who lived in the house, because the family did not live in the house, the family was in London, and only two servants lived here in the house, and this day the two servants were going to see the movies, and Horace saw them go. So he got the chance to do his work in spite of hay fever. He was feeling tickling in his nose because of the hay fever. Still, he was ready for the work. He came from behind the garden wall. He did not come from the front door. His tools were carefully packed in a bag on his back. It means he packed his tools in a bag. What tools? The tools to break the safe. So he had packed his tools in the bag, and the bag was tucked on his bag, and he came from the garden wall to do the robbery. There were about 15,000 pounds worth of jewels in the Grange safe. If he sold them one by one, he expected to get at least 5,000, enough to make him happy for another year. There were 3 very interesting books coming up for the sale in autumn. Now he would get the money he wanted to buy them. Now, because he had come for the robbery, so he is thinking that he knew that there were 15,000 pounds of jewelry in the safe, and if he got all this jewelry and he will sell the jewelry one by one, by piece, then he would get enough money that will do his work for the 1 year. And he also knew that 3 very interesting books were coming in the market. Why are the books mentioned? Because he loved rare and expensive books, and he did the robbery for the same purpose. So he knew that 3 books were coming up in the market, and he can buy these books with this money that he will get from the sale of the ornaments that he will get from the Shotover Grange. So he had entered the house. He had seen the housekeeper hang the key to the kitchen door on a hook outside. He put on a pair of gloves, took the key, and opened the door. He was always careful not to leave any fingerprints. Now he had seen that the servants had gone, and before going, they put the keys on a hook that was outside the kitchen. So he put on a pair of gloves. Why? So that no fingerprints are left over. So he put on his gloves, took the key, and opened the door. Now he was always careful not to leave any fingerprints. A small dog was lying in the kitchen. It stirred, made a noise, and moved its tail in a friendly way. He knew that there was a dog, and when he opened the door, the dog was lying in the kitchen. As he entered, the dog stood up, stirred, made a noise, and moved its tail in a friendly way. Friendly way means as if the dog knew him. But why? Why did he move his tail in friendly way? Look. All right, Sherry, Horace said as he passed. All you had to do to keep dogs quiet was to call them by their right names as show them love. Now, why did the dog came to him in a friendly way? Because he had called the dog by its name. He knew the dog's name. Why did he knew the dog's name? Because he had known each and everything about the house, so he knew what was the dog's name as well. So when the dog stood up, he called the name by its he called the dog by its name, and the dog kept quiet because he showed him love. The safe was in the drawing room behind a rather poor painting. Horace wondered for a moment whether he should collect pictures instead of books, but they took up too much room in a small house. Books were better. Now he reached in the drawing room because he knew that the safe was in the drawing room and it was behind a poor painting. And there were so many paintings that he wondered. He once thought that he should collect pictures instead of books because there were so many. But he thought that for having so many pictures, so many paintings, one needs a lot much place. So he thought that books are better for me because I live in a small house. There was a great bowl of flowers on the table, and Horace felt his nose tickle. He gave a little sneeze and then put down his bag. He carefully arranged his tools. He had 4 hours before the servants returned. Now, as he entered in the drawing room, there was a bowl of flowers on the table, and due to hay fever, due to allergy, his nose tickled and he gave a little sneeze. Sneeze means sneezing, छींक आ जाना, उसको छींक आ गई, and then he put down his bag carefully and arranged the tools to break the safe. Now he had 4 hours time because the servants had gone to see the movie, and 3 hours for movie and 1 hour for to and fro journey. So he had 4 hours before the servants came. The safe was not going too hard to open. After all, he had lived with locks and safes all his life. The burglar alarm was poorly built. He went into the hole to cut its wire. He came back and sneezed hardly as the smell of the flowers came to him again. Now, it was not a a task for him to break the safe because he had been living with safes and locks all through his life. Why? Why? Because his profession was making locks. So, it was not a difficult task to break the safe. So, and he saw that there was burglar alarm all as well, but it was poorly built. Burglar alarm क्या होता है कि सेफ के साथ एक अलार्म लगा होता है. If any burglar wants to break open the safe, then it alarms. So he knew that it was poorly built. So he went into the hole and cut the burglar alarm's wires. Then he came back, and as he came back, the smell of the flowers again came to his nose and he sneezed very loudly. उसको बहुत जोर से छींक आ गई इस बार. How foolish people are when they own valuable things? Horace thought. A magazine article had described this house, giving a plan of all the rooms and pictures of this room. The writer had even mentioned that the painting hid a safe. Now, he thought that when people have valuable things, it means when the people are rich, they become fools. Because he knew all about this house in an article of a magazine, and even it was written in the magazine what type of rooms were there, what was the safety measures, and even it was told that the safe was behind a painting. But Horace found that the flowers were hindering him in his work. He buried his face in the handkerchief because he was having smell, and due to hay fever he was sneezing time and again. So he, in order not to have the smell, he tied his handkerchief on his face. Then he heard a voice say from the doorway, "What is it? A cold or hay fever?" As he tied his hanky on his nose, then he heard a noise. And what did the noise say? What is it? A cold or hay fever? एक आवाज़ आई उसको, जैसे ही उसने हैंकी बांधा, क्या आवाज़ आई कि ये क्या है, कि तुम्हें जुकाम है या हे फीवर है. बिफोर ही कुड थिंक Horace said hay fever and found himself sneezing again. Without thinking, he answered that I am suffering from hay fever and sneezed again. The voice went on, "You can cure it with a special treatment, if you find out just what plants give you the disease. I think you should better see a doctor if you are serious about your work. I heard you from the top of the house just now." Now the voice went on. वो आवाज़ जो उसको आ रही थी वो आगे कहती चली गई that if you are serious about your work, you must see the doctor, you must know which plant gives you the disease, and if you know that which plant gives you the disease, then you can have its treatment as well. And then the voice says that he or she heard him sneezing on the top of the house. It means on the top of the house there was someone who heard him sneezing and came down, although Horace had thought that there was nobody in the house. It was a quiet, kindly voice, but one with firmness in it. A woman was standing in the doorway, and Sherry was rubbing against her. She was young, quite pretty, and was dressed in red. She walked to the fireplace and straightened the ornaments there. Now, whose voice it is? It was a lady. But her voice was kindly. So, it was kindly but firm voice, having firmness in it. So, she said, she was still standing in the doorway, and Sherry, who is Sherry? The dog was rubbing against her. She was a young, quite pretty lady and was dressed in red, and she went to the fireplace. There she straightened her ornaments that he had worn and said, "Down, Sherry," she said. "Anyone would think I had been away for a month." She smiled at the Horace and went on. "However, I came back just in time, though I didn't expect to meet a burglar." Now she said, told Sherry to sit down, and then she said to Horace Denby that everyone is thinking that I was away for a month. And what did you get to know of this? Because the owners of the house were out in the foreign country. So she says that everyone thought that I was out for a month, but I have come just on time, but I didn't expect that I will get a thief here in my house. Horace had some hope because she seemed to be amused at meeting him. He might avoid trouble if he treated her the right way. He replied, "I didn't expect to meet one of the family." Now Horace wanted to treat him the right way because otherwise he will get in trouble. So he replied that I didn't expect that I will meet any of the family member when I come here. She nodded. "I see. What an inconvenience it is for you to meet me. What are you going to do?" Now she said that I have noticed that it is an inconvenience for you that I saw you. But then he asked, "What are you doing? What are you doing here?" Horace said, "My first thought was to run. और उसने क्या कहा कि मेरा सबसे पहली विचार तो दिमाग में क्या आया है कि मैं भाग जाऊं, बिकॉज वंस द थीफ इज सीन बाय एनी बडी ही ट्राइज टू रन अवे. ऑफ कोर्स यू कुड डू दैट, बट आई वुड टेलीफोन द पुलिस and tell them all about you. They would get you at once. The lady says that if you try to run away, I will call the police and tell them everything about you and they will catch you. Horace said, I would of course cut the telephone wires first, and then he hesitated, a smile on his face. I would make sure that you could do nothing for some time. A few hours would be enough. When she says that I'll call the police, then Horace says that before running, I will cut the telephone wires so that you cannot call the police, and I will say that for few hours you will not be able to do anything. It means he would hurt her. She looked at him seriously. You'd hurt me. Horace paused and then said, I think I was trying to frighten you when I said that. When the lady asked that it means you will hurt me, then Horace said, no, I was just trying to frighten you, but you didn't frighten me. The lady didn't get frightened. Horace suggested, it would be nice if you forget you ever saw me. Let me go. Now Horace wanted to go away, so he requested the lady that forget that you ever saw me, please let me go. The voice was suddenly sharp. Why should I? You were going to rob me. If I let you go, you will only rob someone else. Society must be protected from men like you. The lady became a little angry and her voice became sharp, and she said, why should I let you go away? Why should I let you run? Because you were going to rob me. If I let you go, then you will rob somebody else, and the society must be protected from the men like you. Horace smiled. I'm not a man who threatens society. I steal only from those who have a lot of money. I steal for a very good reason, and I hate the thought of prison. Horace said that when she says that the society must be protected from the people like you, then he says, I'm not a man who threatens society, because I steal only the rich people. I steal only from those who have a lot of money. It means I steal only the rich people, and I have a very good reason for stealing, and even I don't want to go to prison because I hate the thought of prison. She laughed and he begged, thinking that he had persuaded her. Look, I have no right to ask you for anything, but I am desperate. Let me go, and I promise never to do this kind of thing again. I really mean it. Now, the lady was laughing and he was begging, and he was thinking that she will let her go. So she says that I am desperate. I can do nothing now, so I promise you that I will never steal again, and please let me go. She was silent, watching him closely. Then she said, you are really afraid of going to prison, aren't you? She came over to him, shaking her head. I have always liked the wrong kind of people. Now, once the lady became silent, then watched him closely and said that you are afraid of going to prison, aren't you? And then she said that I